CJ's Kitchen. Welcome back to my live. I got cut off just now because my daughter called. I hope now, if you sign back on, you can hear me. If you weren't here before, I am making some festival. I'm going to pour some more oil in here. And that is just to cool the oil down a little bit. Also, I like to fry in deep fry. I like to deep fry my festival. I hope you all that was on the first live get to find me back over here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you can hear me. Okay, welcome to CJ's Kitchen. And if you were on the live before, because I had gotten a call, please let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some festival here, okay? Okay, welcome back. Can you hear me now? Oh, hi, Kim. You're hearing me now. Okay, sorry about that. My daughter had called, and I had to take the call because they're supposed to be picking these up. And I had to take the call to find out if they were outside. They wanted to know what time I'm going to be finished. But thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. Are you hearing now? Okay, good. I didn't know what to do because I don't normally come live. So when I didn't know what to do to get the sound to come back. So yeah, so I'm going to continue. That pan is actually full. I'm going to move it. I should have moved it once I was offline. I didn't even remember. And I don't cover it. Once it's done, I don't cover it with foil right away because I don't want them to get like sweaty, you know? So like in here, I have some in the oven already. Oh, nothing else can hold in my oven. See? This is a whole pan. And I already have 2 of those in my oven. So then, see, this is ready. I got to put this on my table. And what I do, I just put some paper in here. So this does help to absorb the oil from the ones that will be in the bottom. It's winter here in New Jersey. I have to keep my windows open. My vent not working. See, there's a vent right there. Not working. So it gets very hot in here and stuff like that. So I have my windows open to cool me down, but I'm still extremely warm. But I want to say welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. And if you haven't done so yet, please do so. I'll be so grateful. All right, so here we go. I'm going to continue. I'm doing this last pan. This is my last pan. And if you are doing this, like I say, just get some fried fish, some jerk chicken, jerk pork, whatever. And how I did this, I am kind of a novice at this, so I don't really measure. But I'll try to see if I can tell you a measurement, right? So if you're using like a pound of flour, I had actually started saying that in the other video. But if you didn't see the other video and you're just seeing this one, if you're using 1 pound of flour, use maybe a cup of sugar, and I use white sugar. You don't want to put milk in this. People think you have to put milk in this. Milk burns very easily. You don't need milk. You know, so that's a pound of flour, a cup of sugar, and because it's a sweet treat, right? You probably want to use a half a teaspoon of salt. Probably want to use like 3 tablespoons baking powder, depend. Because it has to rise, right? And then you use like, I probably just use like a half a cup of cornmeal. And I will use some ice water. I will use ice water to mix. I don't know, but I feel like ice water does something to the baking powder. Or if not, and you do it at a time, you just look at this bubble. You see this bubble that makes right there? So that will help to make it really crunchy and nice when it's done. I know in Trinidad is oh Lord, what's her name still over? Did she find me back? She said she's in Trinidad. Or she's from Trinidad. Or Kim, was that you from Trinidad? I know about the bacon saltfish. I know somebody I put in the chat that Trinidad and Tobago in the house. Kim, was that you? So you do bacon saltfish. I know about bacon saltfish. So this would go very well with the saltfish as well. It's not as hollow. It's not as hollow as the bake is, because these are much thicker. Not so much thicker, but you know, it does have some food in the middle. Unlike the bake that is empty and you can put stuff into the bake. Right? Alright, so I have like another, I probably have like another 3 dozen to go. I don't think I'm going fast enough. I'm normally much faster than this, but because I am talking and looking at the phone, I normally go much faster than this. When I'm really dropping, I drop like really quickly. And if you're wondering why I'm not wearing gloves, this is very hard to do with gloves on. Very hard. And when you go to those, like the places on the beach that does make these and sell them, they're not wearing any gloves, but we wash our hands, right? And sometimes our hands is even cleaner than the gloves too. Gloves can break and also lose a piece in your products too. I remember my daughter telling me, Mommy, if you're ever gonna use gloves when you're making some of these things, you gotta use the blue gloves. So if it breaks and a piece of it go missing, you can see it, you know? Because if you're wearing the clear gloves and it breaks, it can easily well get lost in these dough. I remember baking a whole like 25 pounds of flour, and my glove got broken. Luckily it was a blue glove, so I was able to see the piece that rips off. So if you're ever making flour, it's okay to use your hands. As long as you don't have those long nails on. This is another story, if you have to do them with long nails on. So you all doing today? How is the Christmas time in your neck of the woods? I drove on a street through New Jersey last night. And every house on that street for about a quarter mile, every house had lights. It was so beautiful out there. Every house going down the street had lights. And all kind of stuff hanging outside, decorations and stuff. Really pretty. Okay. I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm getting to the ending, like if I'm making a big batch, once I'm getting to the ending, I don't know what happened. They tend to get burned more than the first batch. I don't know if it is that I'm getting tired by then or what is happening, but those seems to sometimes get a little darker than the rest. They're not burnt, but a little darker. I want to say again, welcome to CJ's Kitchen. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I gotta say that a lot. Because I know sometimes persons don't remember to like, share, and subscribe, right? So, yeah, I want to start doing more of this. I hope I get the chance to, where you'll get to see me. So the next time, if you see me pause and you're not hearing me, is that a call came in, and I have to take it. And then at that point, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to deliver these outside to somebody. Okay? Okay, so here, this is what happens when you don't put the flour on it. It sticks on your finger a lot, you see? So then I'm going to get some flour. Oh, where did I put the spoon? I just have a spoon here. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting into this flour thingy. Okay. So this, see? This is flour. So I just kind of put it one side in my pan. So I just put the flour right there. Can you see? So I just put the flour right there. So when I pick this up, I just dab it in the flour, see, like that? Then I dust it off. I shake it off, actually. I shake it off, and then this is what I get. So now it's not sticking anymore, see? So I do that. It's like, miss, you're burning the festivals. And these don't take but like probably 4 to 5 minutes to be ready. They don't take a long time. If you keep it in the refrigerator, you take it out, it's going to be a little hard. Don't mind that. Still make them, when you drop them in the oil, oh goodness, I love doing that. I love keeping them in the refrigerator. When I take them out, I don't have to dust them with flour because by then they're very hard. It feels hard. The dough feels hard. But once you put it in the oil, it comes out really fluffy. If you know when they're frying like French fries and stuff, they take it out the refrigerator, out the freezer, frozen, and then drop it in the oil. It fries and it gives that crunchiness and stuff. That's the same thing with these things. I like keeping them overnight in the, if it's not this big pan. When it's this big pan, I can't keep it in the refrigerator. So hence the ice water works way, way better for me. Yeah, with these I'm a little bit distracted, so I gotta, in order to get these looking not burnt, give them another minute. And like I said, I'm normally much faster than this, but because I am demonstrating and chatting off my face, I'm moving a little slower tonight. But I've had my deadline. I have another couple of minutes. It's now 6:28. And I'm based in New Jersey, you all. And if you are buying, see that one broke, it's fine. It's going to be a little smaller, but it's also good. I am in New Jersey, and if you're ordering fruitcake, you can just call me up. Or I think I'll link the thing in the bio, as people would say. Not that I know how to do it, but I have an assistant who works for me, so I'll tell her to just link everything. I'll try to link the recipe for this. I'll also try to link the number where you can call for your fruitcake if you want to order. And like I said, I have until the 15th, or you have until the 15th to place your order, to have it delivered. After the 15th, I'm not so sure what I'm going to do at that point. So, see, I just dusted in the flour. I break a piece off. I go like that. And I don't need the flour in, because you don't want to knead the dry flour into it. You just want to use it to get that stretch. I don't put any pressure on it when I roll it. The most pressure I put on it is right here to squeeze it and stretch. I'm sweating, so my glasses falling off my face. And you don't want to do it in a cold oil, because then it's seeping the oil in it. And you don't want to do a lot of cornmeal. That too seeps the oil in. This is a very small one. Sometimes they just fall apart. Just drop them in anyway. And it's just about knowing when you think it's ready, right? When you just drop it in, you see a lot of bubbles, right? When it's frying, there's a lot of bubbles. When it's almost fried, the bubbles kind of subside. And you can tell when it's done, it's not bubbling so much around it. Because when you just drop it in, you know, you drop in something cold into hot oil, it bubbles a lot. And then as it's frying, it gradually, the bubbles subside. Then you can tell when it's not frying, bubbling that much, that okay, it's ready. Like I said, for me, I don't measure. This is a 15-pound mixture that I did earlier. I probably use like 15 pounds of flour, 2 pounds of cornmeal probably. I use like probably 6 pounds of sugar. 6 or 5 pounds of sugar, I don't know. Because like I said, I don't measure. I just pour and then I know. And trust me, I wish you could taste these. They're really good. And like for the baking powder, I only use one baking powder. I think it's called Davis. It's in that yellow can. I use that baking powder for baking. And I use it for these. That's my favorite. It's like I just know how that baking powder works. So like for the 15 pound, I probably use a 3/4 pack of that baking powder. Now listen, one other thing, if you're making these or fried dumpling or anything, too much baking powder can get bitter. If you put too much and stain, when you're eating something, if it has too much baking powder, you know your teeth, make your teeth feel stainy. Like you got stainy stuff on your teeth. See how crooked this one is? This would be a very nice festival because it's crooked, so you know it's crunchy. You know it has a lot of crunch to it. It's like my festival, they have character, right? They have character. So I can look in my pan if I'm going to eat a festival and tell which one's going to be crunchy and I'm going to like it. So I choose based on the look of my festival to know which one I want to eat if I'm going to eat one. Not that they're not all nice, but yeah. There's some characters you know you like more than some. And it's that for me with my festival. Like I said, I do the mixture very soft, like very soft. You know, we normally say, oh, you spoil the flour. If you're making dough and it's very soft, you say you spoil it. I basically spoil it. Because when it starts forming and come together, and then you dust it with the flour, it's fine, it's good. That helps to make it, the inside of it very soft when it's fried. All right, how many minutes I have? If they're coming exactly 7 o'clock. Wow, this is the 4th pan. And I will still have some dough leave over when I'm done. And I got to do this again tomorrow morning. Because I think tomorrow is the funeral. So tonight is the repast, which in Jamaica we call it night. I don't know what it's called in your country the night before the funeral. What is it called in your country? The night before the funeral. I know here they call it a repast. In Jamaica it's called night, which I guess it means 9 nights since the person died. And that's before the funeral. And if I have dough left over, it's okay. You can put it in the refrigerator. You can put it in the freezer. You can save it. used to have some person that would buy the dough from me. They just wanted me to make the dough so they can keep it. There was a church I used to go to, and I would make like 1,000 of these things. Oh God. When they were having like certain functions and stuff, I would have to make these things. Hence I would use like a 25 pounds of flour mix. And don't ask me how it come out. Like really good and tasty. At that time I would have like 10 of these pairs. But then I would do that at the church, and I would be in the kitchen where they had an industrial stove, and I'd do like 3 pots. And there was always somebody turning and taking them out when they were ready. And I would have somebody helping me to make. Like I would teach them how to make. I've taught a couple of people how to do this, but they just never get it. But they would help me to make them and drop them so I wouldn't have to like, because that would take me like a whole day. I normally get help, you know. Not like now. I have to be doing this by myself. Try not to burn yourself. One other thing too, wearing a gloves and doing this, it can be very dangerous. Because you can get your finger or the gloves caught in the oil and burn your finger like really bad. And that glove will stick to your finger because it's plastic. So that's one of the reasons too. I don't like using gloves. It's hard to do, but I've tried it. I've done it before. But it gets very dangerous with the hot oil. So this is about the last of it. I'm gonna just add in a few more, and then once this pan get full, then I'm gonna be done. And I want to say once again, thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And in a few weeks, I'm gonna be in Jamaica, and I will try to see if I can do a live, if I can go live in Jamaica. Probably go eat some food someplace, or maybe I'll be cooking, who knows. I know I want to cook some curry goat for Christmas Day. If you find it get too soft, like it's sticking to your finger, just dab it in the dry flour, you're good. When I was younger, I used to spend every waking minute I was home in the kitchen. And so I had this like a great grand uncle. He was a very old guy. He was always in the kitchen. He gave me a name. He called me he used to call me kitchen mechanic. And it wasn't until I was older I realized what he was calling me. He was calling me a kitchen mechanic. And I think that is why I still love the kitchen until today. I'm just always in the kitchen. Mind you, I can't make everything and I can't bake everything, but the few things that I do very well. You know? Even my baking, I was not taught how to bake a fruit cake. I just did it and I've been doing it for years. And I do believe it get better with time. And it's not the same, like it's not the same all the time I make it, you know? Because sometimes I make it, there are things that I will add to it that I didn't add to the last one. But they all come out tasting really good. Somebody was asking me the other day if I put milk in a fruit cake. No, I don't put milk into my fruit cake. I bake a Bailey's bread pudding that I do get order for as well. I don't put milk in it. I use Bailey's rum cream and I use Bailey's Irish cream, but we call it rum cream. If you're Jamaican, you call it rum cream. But it's actually Irish cream. And I put white rum in it. I put wine in it. Never milk. So then it's able to stay for a very long time. I've had that Bailey's bread pudding last for a whole year, and it was still good. All right, so this is the last of it, and then this pan is full, and I am done. After this, I have 15 minutes. And I was saying that I don't normally put foil over it right away. And when I'm going to foil it, I'm still going to put paper towel over it first before I put foil over it, so then it don't get sweaty and saggy. So the foil paper will slow down that. Even if the foil paper sweats, the paper towel will take that sweat and not get it onto your festival. So that is how I package it for persons to pick it up. I don't know if I can still keep you here while I package it. I will try. So you will see how I do my packaging. Ooh, I just drop some on the floor. They say when the ancestors are passing, you get some on the floor. You gotta leave it for them. I hope I don't step on it. So. Oh my goodness, I still need more in this pan. Oh Lord. And listen, if you're in the New Jersey area and you're having a party and you want to get this made, call me up. Okay, so I'm just going to wait on these until they're ready, and then I will be done. I'm not doing anymore. Where that flour that fell? Okay. Let's throw this out. Pan here. Got some paper here. Okay, now I'm coming. I want you to see how I'm gonna package this. Give me a second. You can follow me into my kitchen. Okay. Okay, I'll put this off. Right? So this normally happens, right? When I'm making festival, the last couple that leaves in the pot, I always get distracted and leave them and they get burned. I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to stay right here until those are ready. I'm gonna stay right here. And those gonna be ready in like 2 minutes. This one is ready. And like I said, you kind of can figure out in here. All right, I'm gonna make some space. I'll make a little space. Butter. And my kitchen, y'all, is a business kitchen, right? It's a business kitchen. Industrial kitchen. All right, we'll turn those off. I had 2 burner running because this pot is so big. All right, so you're gonna come with me. Let me see if I can turn my thing and it don't fall over. Just come with me and I'm gonna show you how I package these things. Okay, there we go. Don't flip over. Don't be flipping over. Ta-da! So this is my kitchen. I got a little right there, so I'm gonna try and use right here. Oh, right. Oh, can you see it? Let me see. All right, so I'll go in with the paper towel. So I do a little setting up for Christmas, yeah? I have a little Christmas setting going on in my kitchen. So I'm gonna go in with paper towel. Oh, this is kind of too much paper towel anyways. And I do the four. When I do it like this, then it keeps warm, but it does not sweat onto the festival, right? Put that right there. I have another one right here. Keep forgetting where I put the paper towel. Oopsie. See, so this is how I do the packaging, yeah? Oh, I kind of did this a little short. I feel like I'm using too much paper towel, so let me just cut this down and use that. Ow. Gotta be careful with these parts because they're very sharp. If you can see my stand over there, I have a lot of pots and pans and all kind of big pots. And if you want a big pot of soup, I can make you a big pot of soup. I have a big pan over there. Let me put this one right here. There's not much space. I have a big kitchen, but still not enough space. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cover this one. This one could have taken some more, but I'm done. I'm tired. I've been doing this since about 3:30. It's now 6:30. It's not minutes to 7. So it takes a lot of time to do. The last one, I'll just rest it back on the stove. Right, and so that's that. That's that from CJ's Kitchen. Let me see, what else can I show you? What else can I show you? I told myself that I want to show you. These are some of the cakes I bake, and these are for shipping. I'm shipping, so when I ship them like this, they don't get all crushed up. The foil pans like these, they do go, I do like bubble wrap and they'll stay, but sometimes they still get a little crushed. But these, I still bubble wrap them. I tape them and I bubble wrap them. This is a, see? And this was done like 2 days ago, and that's rum and wine that was poured on it. Still moist though. So I told myself I wasn't gonna eat anymore. I've been eating a lot of my cakes. Let me show you a pic. Oh, I wasn't gonna eat anymore. But let me show you something. I just want to show you something. I'm just gonna eat it for you all, okay? Not really for myself, but for you. For you to see. Okay, remember I broke one of the festival that I was making? Remember I broke this earlier? Listen how crunchy that is. Crunchy, see? This is what I just made. Crunchy. I'll take a bite. Just a little bite. Because I want to try the cake too, right? I also want to try the cake. I can't be eating so much different stuff. Ask me which one would I rather eat right now. Cake. Plate. I'm sorry, my stuff is all far away. I'm going with a little fall plate. It's fall. It's still fall. I won't cut a large piece. Does not fall apart. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were seeing. Does not fall apart. Look at that. Moist. This is CJ's Kitchen cake, right? This one too, I'd rather a little burn, so I did cut this one. This one cut. But look at that. See? I have a friend who's gonna quarrel with me because every time I keep eating it. This tastes like Jamaican wedding cake. Did I tell you? Back in the day, listen, I'm gonna start smiling because it has the rum. But back in the day when they used these and make wedding cake in Jamaica, they tell you not to let the crumb drop on the floor so the dog don't get it. Because if the dog get this, the wife and the husband is gonna live bad. They're gonna be fighting all the time. So when you're eating, they just give you a little piece, you know. They not even give you, let me break that. Look at that. That's fruit cake for you. Jamaican wedding cake. That if the dog get a piece of it, the people gonna live bad. So then you just get a little piece. When you go to a wedding back then in Jamaica, you get something like this. They're not giving you a slice. Something like this. But I'm gonna say thanks for watching. I'm gonna go. Thank you for being here. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know I talk a little bit too much. I've been told that I talk too much in my videos, but guess what? Why would I be doing a video if I can't talk? I am Jamaican. Anyways, I got to go call the people them to come get them festival. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time. Bye-bye. How do I hang up? How do I get it? Okay, there we go.